The union budget is in front of us, and everyone is eagerly awaiting, what it will hold for the next financial year, which is going to come through. On this backdrop, we thought, we can look at some of the important sectors in the economy and see what are the really prospects in FY 16-17 for these sectors. So to start with, let me first begin with the automobile. Fortunately, it is one of the sectors where we are clearly seeing some hope, some revival. Let me just break it down further into specific categories. So if you look at, say, for example, the passenger cars, clearly what we are seeing is that last year, that is FY 16 itself, saw a decent revival in the passenger demand. The growth rate went up from just about 2-3% to almost a double digit, 10 to 11%. What we see next year is a further improvement on these numbers. I think there are 3-4 reasons why we see things will further improve from where we are. Clearly, the cost of ownership is falling with what is happening to the global oil prices. We expect interest rates to fall further going forward, while they have fallen to a moderate extent in this year. And I think thirdly and most importantly, the economic pickup, some kind of revival in consumer confidence, and also I think events like OROP, the 7th Pay Commission, are going to clearly help the automobile sector. We have seen that in the past as well. So on the back of that, we believe that the passenger vehicle segment will see about 13 to 15% demand growth next year. And within that, if you have to look at further subsegments, clearly the small car segment will see the maximum benefit. Sedans will be still little on the lower side, but utility vehicle, which have a significant amount of rural demand, will also benefit because we expect, based on a reasonably good monsoon, the rural demand will pick up. So overall, we believe for auto sector, demand revival is going to further consolidate in the FY 17. On the margin and profitability part, we have already seen the benefit of lower material cost, lower metal prices, and margins have expanded by about 300 to 400 basis points in FY 16. We will see the pace of margin expansion slowing down. However, we expect still margins to further improve by about 100 basis points in the next financial year. Another important segment in automobiles is the commercial vehicle segment. And in that, the outlook is clearly again, better than what we have seen in the past few years. If I look at the commercial MHCV, the heavy commercial segment, we have already seen a very sharp improvement in FY 16. From a negative growth of about 25-27% in 14, we have seen the sector grew by 22 to 25%. We expect the growth to continue next year. However, it will be moderated. We expect it to in the range of about 12 to 15% in the next year because part of the demand was preponed in FY 16. On the other hand, the LCV segment is expected to improve. However, the improvement will be much moderate. So on the back of 3 years of negative growth, we expect LCVs to grow by about 4 to 6% in FY 17. So within two-wheeler segment, we expect motorcycles to clearly pick up. From a negative 1% growth in FY 16, we expect growth to pick up to 5 to 6%. This will be clearly driven by some recovery in the rural economy based on normal monsoon. And also, I think the benefit which will come from 7th Pay Commission and OROP. The scooter segment, which has been the driver of the overall demand, will continue to grow very robustly. It has grown by about 12 to 13% in the current year. We expect it to grow and a little faster than this in the FY 17. So overall, I think the automobile sector will have a much better year in FY 17. To really understand, how the budget is going to impact the sector and the overall economy, watch our live coverage on Times Now on the budget day.